All right, Bob, so we're turning the microphone around now.
Yes.
From the interviewer to the interviewee.
Right.
So
that's okay.
Yeah, right?
Right.
So maybe potentially last night of the
Of the tournament?
The tournament tonight. So out there handing the bat over to next year's host site.
Yeah.
A little bit of a special kind of a reception for you too, huh?
Yeah, it was a total surprise. It was really fun talking to those guys, Chris Reavers and Charlie Lechtenberg from Faribault. I mean, they're so excited about the tournament, just like we were some years ago, and looking forward to it. And it's fun. That's part of the joy of doing this, is that you're talking to people that are so excited for their community, just like we are excited for our community. And we're so excited for the result here. I mean, this has been such a success for our community, showing off our park, talking about, the volunteers in our community that made a difference, talking about Chaska's Public Works Department and their employees who care as much about this place as any of us, and maybe even more. And, this is such a community building experience. That's what town ball is all about too. I mean, we do this and we make some nice money and we put it back in the ballpark, but we're building community, and that's what's so important.
Yeah. Well, and isn't it great to have your family here and to see so many people stand up for you and kind of be there for you. I know you're all about community, but Bob, you've been a big part of the Chaska community and continue to be, so I think it's only fair that you also kind of get to share the spotlight a little bit and for all the efforts you've done.
Well, I really appreciate that, and it was a real surprise, but it was fun to be out there and pass the torch, because these guys are baseball guys that love town ball, but they also love their community, and they're doing it to build community and be a stronger Faribault and Dundas and Meadsville community. So,
well, it says a lot if a former mayor of Chaska and a former mayor of Chanhassen can go out there and pass the bat and hug each other and celebrate it together.
Right.
So if the two of us as friendly rivals can do it,
that's right.
I think they can too, right?
Well, there's probably some times in our history where maybe hugs weren't the order of the day, but you get through that and you find some common ground that you can all cheer for and rally around, and that's what town ball provides. I mean, any community building experiences, if we can be part of that, that's Chaska's history. When I was a kid and I walked down here along the levee and to get to the ballpark, and we'd ride our bikes to come down and play in this field when we were young. That's the memories of this place, and so when you have a chance to be part of this, where you're building community, and it's now at a whole different level in terms of the quality of the whole facility. It's a commitment by so many people over all the years. I love talking to the 87 team and the 71 team that were champions here. I love talking to Don Jorson, Elmer Young from the 1940s who played. And down here in the 1950s, Don Jorson, who played in the 50s, Bob Brewers, who played in the 60s. I mean, that is, you just can't find it. And to celebrate that, and that's what we tried to do, celebrate that history. We're 93 years old. The traditions and history of town ball in Chaska is rich and deep. I wish people get a chance to watch this. Kevin, can come down and experience it, because it's affordable family entertainment, and that I think can only grow. So.
Well, and I'll tell you what, one last thing, and then I'll let you get back to your family here. But I think just as we've gone through these interviews the last few weekends, not only just the history of the Cubs, but now also that interaction of other community groups like the Chaska Youth Baseball Association and the Legion coming out here and kind of having their honor guard, but then also being a big reason that scoreboard's there. So I know you're a big community guy, so that's got to be that's just kind of another feather in your cap to see all those other community groups kind of rally together and make this kind of the event it was.
Yeah,
and
that's what makes it a community building, because there's so many parts of the community that are contributing. youth baseball, the American Legion. I mean, volunteers from every background. I mean, it is just, it makes it so special, and it is, and it's been fun. You know, it doesn't feel like work. There's been maybe a lot of work, and we have some challenges to get through, but, you know, it's been a lot of fun.
When you're in your shoes, and we followed you around for a lot of this weekend, or these last 3 weekends, so when you know everyone as well as you do, you know, it helps being able to ask them to do things, because you tend to get a smile more than not.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So
well,
Bob, I'd have to say you're probably, you know, if not the best, one of the top volunteers and one of the best champions of this city. So we really appreciate you taking us around, and well deserved honor out there tonight.
Well, thanks.
So.
Really appreciate that. And Kevin, your work in communicating and presenting, you know, the information to our community and keeping them informed and up to date. I'm not sure we can underscore how important that is. So thanks for all that you do.
All right.
It makes a real difference.
Well, hopefully Matt Podorowski's listening.
Yeah,
right?
good. If his review's coming up, Matt, just make note of that.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, thanks so much, Bob. All right. I'll get you to your family.